And Jason Myers has us set to get started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Man in motion is Smith. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll try to run for it. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Walker.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will power his way into the end zone. Walker, touchdown Seahawks. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Rams offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down, L.A.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
And it's 4th down.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Whoa! That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Now, Darnold. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Rams offense getting set to get back to work. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. A quick slam, and here's Adams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And I don't think you got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 8. The shotgun, it's Stafford. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, Stafford. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Pass is caught left side, that's Parkinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Darnold to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Here comes Smith on the return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Rams offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's complete to Smith. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. That one caught by Adams. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Again, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Leonard Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All even as we begin quarter number 3. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's got the out. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any...
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, This is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll run here with Walker. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he's in! Zach Charbonnet, touchdown Seattle.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
It's another run here for Williams. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Atwell sent in motion here. And he can't hang on through the contact. contact incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Byron Williams, the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
And the Rams first down. A gain of 14.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Stafford to throw again. Open man, that's Adams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Punt team headed out for the Rams, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
2nd and inches. On play action, here's Darnold. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped, The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest game.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got it.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Parkinson in motion. On first down, it's Stafford. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Stafford now on third down. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
To return, it's Shaheed. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. First down, they'll start with Charbonnet. He gave one defender the runaround there on his way to picking up 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 42 now, here's second and 2. Now Walker. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
That's good.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first and 10. Here comes Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
It's complete. He's got caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Seattle.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
To throw is Darnold. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here come the Rams as their offense drops back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he finds some space, tackles after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going, and whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing again is Stafford. That's the Parkinson open right side. He's taken down just shy of the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He pulls it in around the 5, and he will score. Game on. Javonte Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Rams draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. We'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They run with Walker. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Now a timeout Rams, it's number 2. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
In motion is Barner. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch him do it.
Darnold quickly to Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Seahawks first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.